Hi, I'm Pontus, and I would like to discuss one of the things I really hate, and that is conspiracy theories. So, people forming opinions about stuff that is totally counter-logical, totally against science, totally against proven facts that happen in the real world. Right? I'm not saying all conspiracies are absolutely false, but the vast majority are crap, horse shit, and nothing else. We are getting to one that is sort of my favorite hate one. That is the storming of the Capitol. January 6, 2021, Trump held a rally, and then a large portion of the participants on that rally went onto the Capitol to storm the place, going into the house and also killing people in the process. They were carrying Trump flags, they were carrying MAGA flags, and a number of other things you normally attribute to supporters of Trump. But what happened rather quickly was that conservatives or Republican right-wing fundamentalists started spreading the rumor that these were not really Trump supporters. They were Antifa, anti-fascists, dressed up as Trump supporters who did a false flag operation. So they are presumably then dressed up, going to the Capitol, creating havoc so that the bad name would spill on Trump and his supporters. Yeah. I know that Associated Press is not the favorite source for people on the far right, but if you look at sort of objective measurements, that is the most unbiased media in the US. So whatever is in Associated Press, you can pretty much say that it is as close to the objective truth as something can possibly be. If you don't trust what's in Associated Press, that is just a proof that you are utterly biased. You should reconsider. Okay, one other thing is that Pete Hegseth, current Minister of Defense, I presume, he was also one of those propagating this preposterous notion that they were Antifas under false flag. He kept relaying the other preposterous thing that Trump had actually won the election and it was taken from him. Again, there have been numerous court instances here where it has never been proven, anywhere near proven, that there was anything wrong with the election of 2020. This is just Trump's narrative. He cannot lose, and we will get back to that. So, this is a conspiracy theory that most of the bigger news medias in the US actually took really seriously and dug into all the aspects they could find of this, and nobody found any sort of relevant, tangible evidence that there was some sort of governmental involvement or Antifa involvement. But again, who reads those? That would be people who actually are listening to reason and looking for facts, not people just to have confirmation bias, only looking into the biased media supporting their general view. So if we conclude where we stand on 2024, just before the election. So Trump was really adamant that he didn't instigate any violence. But isn't it really, really confusing that thousands of people opposing his beliefs would do so, joining his rallies and then storming to the Capitol and create a havoc? Is that really, really the logical thing that could have happened here? So especially when the authorities apprehend a number of people and identify people on camera And a number of those people are Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and other really extremist right-wing movements supporting Trump. Are they running alongside Antifa here to do that? Does that really make any sort of sense? Or were these Proud Boys and Oath Keepers actually Antifa agents, like a double agent inside Oath Keepers and Proud Boys to make them look bad? Yeah. If you think that is a probable explanation, I think you're having issues. Over 1,000 of the defendants pled guilty, and I know the American system is that you sort of do that in order to get a lower sentence. Because if you really think that you are innocent, you should fight it. But if you know that you are guilty, you are trying to haggle. And this is a way to haggle over a lower sentence. So already here, it's logically quite difficult to follow this false flag narrative. It doesn't make sense. So what happens after the election? So one of the first things that Trump is doing is freeing all those people. Not all, we will get to that. But the Trump narrative has suddenly changed from saying I wasn't involved into depicting them as patriotic heroes. They were the perpetrators of an assault on the actual building where democracy stands in the US, but the perpetrators are now J6 hostages. So a hostage is somebody kept by somebody with bad intent. And also when signing this, and I'm not sure if this is when he was signing that or later in the day when he was signing other things. There are many interviews and I don't know which one is which. He's talking about outside agitators and FBI was involved. This is the president of the US being so ignorant. So he issues this. So this is granting pardon and commutation. So he's basically freeing all 1600 of them. There is a section of like 16 people that are handled specially. I think that could be that they are sort of only having reduced sentences, but the rest are freed. Let me also tell you one thing about Trump. Roy Cohn was Trump's lawyer in his real estate days in New York. Roy had 3 basic rules of engagement. Always attack, deny everything, and always claim victory. So Trump claiming victory and attacking to get away with that, even in an objective loss, is fully according to Cohn's tactics. Let's just keep that in mind. So the 2020 election was in no way rigged or manipulated. If you have seen sort of documentaries or anything related to that, they are bogus. Look at all the cases that went to court and see if there was any case where anybody was sentenced of any wrongdoing or there is any proof that was tangible, brought up in court and confirmed. 0, zip, and none. There is no such thing. And we already know that Trump would never accept a defeat, and attack is his only role model, his only model of modus operandi, if you will. So, okay, let me summarize this again then. So if the defendants are false flag Antifa, why on earth would Trump pardon them? Okay, that doesn't make any sort of sense. Pardoning them, calling them hostages, that makes even less sense. So the only logical line of argument is that these are loyal Trump supporters and they are now pardoned because they have been proven loyal to Trump. There is no other logical reason here. So the conspiracy is a piece of crap. If you bought into this conspiracy, do question where you get your information. Who were the people informing you that this was an Antifa false flag? And how did you buy into that? I think you should question yourself where you get your information, how you process your information. If you bought into this fake news bullshit, get out of that rabbit hole. That is a dangerous place. Explore what is written in media and do look at the biases each media has. There are left-leaning media and there is right-leaning media, but there is also media that are sort of centristic. They are not leaning either way, so they can be trusted as having an objective position on everything. Get yourself and your shit together. Read and do your obligation as a voter of a free country. You need to be informed. You cannot allow yourself to be misinformed and vote accordingly, because that is a dangerous thing in a democracy. Democracy must prevail, and it relies on people like you reading up and educating yourself properly, not allowing yourself to be deliberately misinformed. Thank you.